It's going to be a fun match here. What a treat for the crowd on the grandstand court.
And it is definitely standing room only here. The grandstand seats are filled. They're standing room only behind them, standing room only outside the fence watching, and we're off and running.
We're going to have a great match just off of the first point already. A lot of resets here by Etta. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, what a heck of a point. I mean, some beautifully soft hands on the part.
Right off the bat, we had a attempted ATP by Pablo, returned, a little bit of everything.
Wow, the angle of that ball. I'm impressed, the patience on both sides here, but the difference in that point, just reading. Again, this is one of the toughest things, even toughest thing to teach somebody is reading the body positioning, the paddle positionings, the angles, when there's a gap open, or do I go to a left hip, a right hip? That's the difference between Ben Johns right now and the other two players.
Ben serving at 1-0-2. It's a little bit different dynamic than we see in most mixed doubles matches because of Pablo being a lefty. So he's going to take the right side. So we have a little bit unusual where the men are face up and the women are face up.
Yeah. And again, you've probably got people that have the two quickest hands are on the court right now. The quickest hands in the #1 male player as well as the quickest hands in the #1 female player.
Ben Johns' constant pressure.
Yep. Picking on Etta right now. They've got to somehow get the ball to Anna Leigh, even though Anna Lee's no slouch. But they've got to, she's got to keep that away from Ben to have a shot at any of these rallies. Rare miss.
Quick conversation there between Tes and Wright, trying to figure out what to do. It is not easy.
No.
Ben Johns taking up about 75–85% of the court.
You know something I loved? I mean, this, again, I love talking about teaching tips and learning things here from people watching. You notice that Ben is not slamming the ball as hard as he can every time he hits it. He keeps balls in play. He keeps them deep. They came in when Anna Leigh finally drove the ball. Now they can't react to when he does hit it hard at them. It's the right angles and the right depth. This is a great match to learn from.
Just constant pressure.
Yep.
Watch the top spin that Ben puts on the ball. A lot of heavy top spin.
That's a shake and bake, the opposite. That was the reverse shake and bake. Normally you got the female driving the guy coming in behind it. That's how good Anna Leigh is and how quick her reflexes are. You don't see that very often either.
Etta Wright changing it up instead of returning to Ben Johns, return to Anna Leigh. I think they were returning to Ben thinking it's better to try to keep him back.
Yeah.
Although he is so quick and so good, he's just inland a flash.
Too bad, too bad. Another thing I want people to notice too that are watching on TV is you notice how when a ball is dropped that neither Anna Leigh or Ben just rush in as fast as they can. They kind of come in casually. Ball left a little high.
Usual high ball from Ben Johns. Happens to the best of them. Everybody at home can see that shot and say, I can do that one. Yeah, but can you do the next 999 he's going to hit? Good eye there from Ben. We've got a little bit of wind today. We had a little bit of wind this week here in Phoenix. The wind is blowing from the Tellez right side to the Johns water side. So Tellez and Wright are hitting downwind. That's definitely been a factor in prior matches. Ben perhaps with an injudicious speed up there, paid for it.
You know, little things people, again, you don't see unless you put it on slow-mo and a repeat. But watch, you know, after you've hit a ball here, is having your feet stopped when your opponents are hitting the ball. Unless you have hit a really good drop that's going down at their feet, you can crash that net trying to get a ball that's popping up. And otherwise, if you're just driving it or you're dropping it, what I love about Ben Johns, though, is you can't tell that he's in a PPEA Pro Division playing for money or if he's out playing rec ball. He just always looks so calm, and his personality, his demeanor, I love. But the focus is on the inside and yet relaxed on the outside. So that's the great combination. You got to have both, being relaxed and yet being intense. Intense meaning focused. Intense doesn't mean hitting balls hard.
He does all the little things well. Even his serve, he doesn't have the best serve in the world. He's got a good serve, a good topspin hop on it. Yeah, that was long.
Yep.
Let's see what they say. Ben.
Yeah, and in this game, you don't have to have an absolutely great serve. I mean, if you can win a few points off of it, that's the bonus. Winning a couple points a game, great. But do you want consistency and high percentage? Or do you want a big serve here or there?
Wow, that backhand flick. Don't try that at home. All that'll happen is the ball will just go into the net. Ben Johns able to flick it with great topspin just over the net.
The thing I like, one thing I really like about the team of Leigh Waters and Ben Johns is that they really analyze the opponent. They may not know their games real well yet, but they analyze it, they fill out a game plan. It kind of reminds me of a Patrick Mahomes in football. You come out and you kind of even keel with your opponent, but you're analyzing it and you're figuring out the weaknesses or what do we have to do. Ben may be a little too relaxed right now. I don't know, hitting that ball.
Ben mad at himself for hitting a ball that probably would have hit the fence. I think he does that every once in a while just to make the rest of us mortals feel better.
And he hit a serve out too. Like I said, he was smiling, he was talking with the crowd, he was joking around. I'm like, but based on the score, he knows he can kind of do that right now. He'll kick it back in.
Wright serving at 1-7-1. One thing you'll see Leigh Waters do is attack off the bounce on shots that most people probably would just try to dink simply, but she is such a believer in her ability to counter that she likes to start the speed up. She wants to get in a firefight, and she just dares you to beat her in a firefight.
Like you hit that nail on the head 100%, Jim. She can back it up with her reflexes, so she loves to speed that ball out when she has the chance.
Look at the topspin from Ben Johns off of both sides.
There's a kicker. Yep. That's a tough one to reset when it's bouncing near you with a topspin.
Playing against Ben Johns is like you're in a road race. Your partner is, he's downhill all the way and you're uphill the whole way. It's just constant pressure.
Very smart shot here from Etta Wright. She caught Leigh moving and took the ball to her left hip. Very tough to return a ball when somebody's moving.
It's just simple. I keep saying simple. It's not simple, but he makes it look so simple. A simple reset. It's so hard to get the guy in trouble.
Yep.
Yep, there's Leigh.
And she went right back. Now here's actually the exact same situation as the point before. She drove with her backhand at Etta. If Etta had gone to the outside hip, she probably would have had a chance at winning that point. Instead, she went right back to her in the middle where her paddle was at.
Quick game point here, 10-1. Fine play there by Tellez. Tellez often plays mixed doubles, with Fetty Staksrud. The two of them are probably the best at Ernie's that you'll find.
Very smart drop. He's behind the baseline when he's driving that ball. It's a lot of court to cover.
2-10-2. Tellez taking over there. Nice play.
17-year-old Leigh Waters, and still getting better.
Wow.
That's called inside out.
Tellez with two wonderful shots.
He's still thinking about what did he just do right there.
Two wonderful shots, and all he does is lose the rally. I mean, for any of you out there watching on TV, if you have a chance to come out here to Desert Ridge and watch this, it's one thing to watch it on TV. It's one thing to see it in person. You see it on TV, and kind of almost looks easy. You see it in person, and the shot making is incredible. Look at those resets. Again, don't try that at home. You'll just hit it in the net.
Yeah, that's excellent play, Leigh Waters.
Incredible.
Reset, reset, reset.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Good as Leigh Waters is, Ben Johns is Ben Johns. Ben Johns is the far superior player. You've got to try to play Leigh. And they're doing it a little bit now.
Yeah. Well, I think at first she thought that serve was long. It may have been, I don't know, it was hit so hard, and she hung back because she returned it and thinking it's out or it's not or it is, and then she hung back. So.
Yeah. I mean, as difficult as it may be, because Ben Johns is so good at covering so much court, I think you just have to do your best to try to hit the ball to Leigh Waters. And
yep. Hey, give credit here to Tellez. I mean, some of these serves are unbelievable what he's hitting right now and pinning them back against that fence. Not a lot of room, again, to work with. Nice.
You see, he hits a shot where he thinks, oh, okay, I've hit a nice, soft, safe dink to Leigh Waters, and wait a minute, Ben Johns just hit the ball. Not just hit the ball, but get over there and hit a winner.
People need to learn that shot. A lot of people don't realize that. They tend to go, if the ball is coming from the opposite side of the court to the middle, they tend to take the ball back to that same side. What we call inside out. It comes to the inside, hit to the outside. A lot of people don't realize that on both sides. He did the same thing right there. Oh, Tellez was ready for it.
That was a beautiful shot by Tellez. Much harder than it looks. Very difficult shot.
Nice shot. Very, very, very good players. I mean, you have said this. I mean, they're hitting the right shots, the right angles. Can they score points?
Tes Wright serving at 1-1-1.
Beautiful. She's not used to those coming back.
I know. I mean, Tellez hits a great drive. Not just a good drive, he hits a great drive. And Ben Johns just handles it like it's, you know,
yeah,
just a wreck game.
And
then Tes Wright hit a tremendous shot. And again, he just handles it like it's just a simple wreck shot.
Yep.
Gets a pop-up, puts it away. It's what can you do?
You clap your hands and go, okay, that's really good.
I thought if I hit a great shot, I was supposed to win the point. I just hit two great shots, and I didn't win the point. I probably should have appealed to the ref.
What do I do? What should I do now?
I got to hit three great shots. The patience. I love Ben Johns on that. Look at those hands.
Even off the top of the net.
Everything. But when you watch him, when you try to hit behind him, it's just... it would work on most players, but he is so patient, such good footwork, getting his body behind the ball, and he's just going to hit you a nice little safe cross-court backhand dink and start the point over again. Goodbye. Tellez.
Oh, nice strike.
Tellez is playing great pickleball. It's not necessarily showing up in the score, but Pablo Tellez is playing some great pickleball here.
You aren't kidding.
Again, those are excellent shots by Tellez, and he still loses the rally.
And if you notice here, I mean, there was something I just noticed that point right there, and here's the big difference. Ben Johns plays in the middle of the court. Unless the ball goes over there, he is in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to admit, this is pretty remarkable watching it just this close range of how quick his reflexes are. Nice pickup. And if you don't get it from Ben, you get it from Anna Leigh.
I mean, Tellez especially has played tremendous pickleball this game, and all it's gotten him is 2-2.
Right. Yeah. Doesn't miss that very often, but no, I'm with you. Hands off to him.
If you're going to make a mistake, make it to Anna Leigh. It's
yep.
There's no profit in making it. Look at those digs by Jones. Incredible. Not one, but two. Two balls that
going backwards, off balance, and it still goes back.
Pretty much nobody else in the world gets either of those balls. He gets both of them. Tellez, to his credit, hit a third great shot. But that's what it takes.
Don't challenge it.
One good shot is not enough. Two good shots are not enough. You got to hit 3 great shots, and then okay, I'll let you win 1 point.
Yeah, notice how he's having to stand on the fence? He's got 1 foot on the fence so he knows where it's at, because you cannot take a backswing returning that serve. That's a great drop.
That is a great drop. Good dinks here by Wright. Nice little poach by Pablo Tellez.
I tell you what, I think this team of Tellez and Wright, I think they would beat a lot of the other teams. Unfortunately, they won't get to see them unless they win this match.
And they're turned out in droves today to see these players.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, wow.
What
Inside
a shot.
out.
She read him like a book. He poached that middle, inside out, wide.
5-2-2.
That's not an easy shot either with the backhand.
Wright trying to get a little something extra on the serve, trying to keep the pressure on the opponent, but hit it long.
These are balls she's just keeping in play right now, not trying to win the point off of it.
Great reset by Tellez.
There's a great move.
And
it's an earn with a backhand.
Nice backhand earning by Anna Leigh. Waters serving at 3-5-1.
Nice return. Wow.
Good leave there by Wright. Again, she probably thought she'd hit a clean winner, but the ball was coming back.
Nice. Again. It's like, yeah, you want to hit it to me over, you want to hit to the girl on the side? Well, I'll show you.
Tellez has no great choice in that situation. If he goes cross court, he's just hitting it to Ben Johns.
Right. Wow.
Great reset by Waters.
Nice shot, Etta. Great reset. She changed it, went through the middle. Tellez just asking for a little cheer from the crowd. Come on, guys. We just played a great point.
Well, they deserve it.
Against the wind.
Yeah, a little bit of wind coming up. You can see the net blowing toward Tellez and Wright. That side's been very difficult to play all day.
Nice serve.
There, the wind was their friend. The wind carried that one deep. Tellez serving at 6-4-2. Nice hop on that serve.
Keeping them deep, just keeping them deep, not trying to win the rally here. In play. Oh, there's a point. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know where it.
Tellez had that one. I think he'd like that one back.
Yeah, it's a shame. They played that point absolutely perfectly, set it up perfectly, and just unfortunately missed the last shot.
Wright started to back up a little bit. That's a no-no. That's a no-no.
We never do that.
It's understandable with who they're playing, but that's a no-no.
Yep, not at this level. Well, you don't see that very often. I don't know if he slipped or what, but his drop went way up. I just said, thank you.
Tellez serving at 6-5-1. Wind giving Ben Johns fits right there.
Yeah. It is. It's swirling all over the place. Well, everybody who's put on this side of the court, too. The fence being so close, the wind.
You notice with the stacking, there's obviously two different ways to stack. Leigh could stand on the left side and then shift to the right when Ben returns, or stand fully right and just depend on Ben to get the ball back and switch.
Right.
I'm a big fan of the way that Johns and Waters are doing it. If you're gonna stack, let the other team know you're stacking. I don't care. I'll let you know. But it's a lot easier for a player in Ben's spot to get in position and be able to dominate, as he did on that point.
Right. I think that's why they do. I think what you just said right there, Jim, is she stands on the side because that allows him to hit the next ball no matter what.
Right. He's moving into the court, into his forehand, and able to dominate the point. So often the team that's facing a stack wants to attack the stack. If the return of serve player, they're going to be moving. If the other player is moving from side to side, now you have both players moving. You can attack both people in the stack. Ooh.
Missed opportunity. That's a shame. You see Ben's getting a little frustrated right now with the wind, the conditions. I'm sure he will settle down, but they're struggling on this side right now.
It's a nice move by Tellez.
I'm surprised they haven't maybe even called a timeout here. Maybe one more. I mean, they're behind in this game.
8-6-1. Tellez trying to get it to Leigh.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Even the ball's down a little bit below the net, but Leigh sees that her opponent is back in the middle of the court. You take that ball right back at her. About 60% speed, so you don't hit it out.
Pretty rare mistake there by Ben Johns. He's complaining about the room behind.
Yeah, he's definitely focusing on that. He missed his serve. He hit balls out. Good patience.
Oh, beautiful ATP and return of ATP. That got a big round of applause from the crowd, as it should have.
It's to be a little different when you have this corner of the wall,
10,
and the
6,
swirl
2.
is different.
Wow.
There you go. That's what they need after a timeout.
Tellez thought he had it. He got a net cord, but Ben, with great reactions, still was able to hit an offensive shot off the net cord.
Wow. I'll take charge. Get out of my way.
Yeah, Ben,
I got it.
Yeah, that's right. If the wind's bothering you, I'll just play. Just get out of my way, dude. I can play this game a little bit. 7-10-1. Oh.
That's a shame.
Trying to go on a run here to get to 10-10. You don't want to give your opponents another chance at game point.
One at a time. That's what it takes. Wow, she was waiting for it. Wow, I mean, hats off to Tes and Wright.
That was.
She had her paddle in that backhand position.
Not a good shot by Leigh Waters right there. 10-7, another game point for Tes and Wright.
It's not where you want to drive your ball, to the middle, to his forehand. The best player in the world. Here, have this.
And it just said, my bad, my bad.
Yep.
I think there's a tendency sometimes when you have a game point in a situation like this, you press and maybe try to win the point too quickly.
Right. Right.
Oh, Tes
Same
had
thing.
it.
Why is she hitting?
Tes had it on his paddle, though.
Yeah, but she shouldn't be hitting that ball to Ben Johns. That shot. Anna was back far enough. She wasn't going to Ernie that one.
Tes and Wright need to be careful here if they.
Oh, what a shot.
Look at that shot. If they let Ben and Leigh back in this, it's not going to turn out well. Great patience here by all players.
Oh, wow. What a finish. That is textbook pickleball. They have learned patience as well. She's learned to attack and attack at the right times.
7-10-2. Wright and Tes trying to get a side out. It's one of Tes' favorite shots. He lives for those Ernies and semi-Ernies. Flick shot, and they earn another game point. Oh. Wow.
We need someone big.
A rapper?
No, this person needs more of a saint kind of vibe.
Dude, I got it. Super Bowl MVP.
Won't be a breeze to get him, but we should go for it.
I wouldn't settle for less.
So you think you make it on a pro tour?
Pro Tour? Going pro is in my blood, George.
Well, making pros is what we do.
Well, let's do this then.
Although what's odd about it is the side that Tes and Wright are on now. They've switched sides again. That side that Ben seemed to get a little frustrated with has been the better side the last 2 days. Quick point. It's odd that Ben was the one to get frustrated. Leigh has been known to get a little frustrated and maybe let it get to her and lose a few points. Ben typically keeps a very, very cool, steady head and does not let one mistake turn into 3 mistakes.
Well, it's easy when things aren't going your way, but that's the difference again. A learning process of the mental game too is right here. I mean, it's the start of a game. You got to go back, be patient, play point for point.
Whoa. Very loose forehand there from Ben Johns. Don't usually see him miss by 6 feet. John serving at 0-1-2. Johns and Waters happy to play the dink game to the opponent's backhand.
Shot. Edda's got to reset that ball. And I know
yeah, she was on top. She hit a good shot, but she was about 3 or 4 feet behind the kitchen line, and that's giving Ben Johns too much time to react. 1-1-2.
Playing, nice playing.
And
New
that's
ball.
out of here. A souvenir for whatever fan is walking to the parking lot and missing this great match.
Yep.
We're searching. Oh, there's a new ball.
It's funny. You look around in the crowd and you see everybody is bundled up in coats and hats. It's getting a little chillier out too. And getting a little bit chillier each day. So you see someone in a skirt and then you see somebody else in blankets and coats.
It's one of those days where it's warm when the sun comes out from behind a cloud. And this is going behind a cloud, even though I guess it's the same temperature. It seems like it drops 10 degrees.
Right. Wow.
Wow, Ben Johns. I mean, Tes hit a great shot.
Yep. Etta had a great dig there too. Down at her knees on the ground, a reset.
99% of pros that would have worked against, but
Right, exactly.
you hit it to Ben Johns.
Yeah,
That's
this team, hopefully they hear it, or someone who knows them hears this, is they need to stay together. This is a fabulous team that just happened to get a tough draw.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's been some loose play here by Waters and Johns. Oh, wow. Great play by Etta Wright. Great anticipation. Great read. Fantastic shot. Tes and Wright with a 3-1 lead here. 3-1-2 in game 3, the decider.
Good lead there.
Great drive.
I tell you,
Ben Johns is going to try to take over here. Little miscommunication there.
What a point, though.
Again, that's Wright and Tes not having played a lot together. John serving at 1-4-1.
Nice drop. Backhand top spin drop.
Yeah.
Yep. That point was set up by Leigh. That is just an incredible drop shot. Top spin, swing, drop shot.
2-4-1. Not sure if that was going out or not.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, Etta didn't stop. Etta had her body moving, and he's hitting that ball. As we teach people, it's two things. It's like you might make contact, but it's really hard to control a ball if you even make contact when you're moving and you can't change directions.
3-4-1. You cannot let Waters and Johns go on a big run here. Great shot by Leigh Waters. Great roll. Tes trying to dominate the middle, was just leaning left, leaning toward the middle, and got caught. 4-4-1. As quick as that, it's a tie ball game.
Nice return.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Great roll. Backhand roll again to the outside. Inside out by Leigh. Set that up again.
Sun just dipped behind a cloud, and so the wind is picking up.
Wow.
Tes probably hit an out ball there, but he won the exchange. Get us to 5-4-2.
They could do that slow motion. I wish they could. See how far out front his paddle is when he goes into that.
Yes. Tes with some beautiful backhands. I like that one right there.
Wow. This guy's got some extremely strong wrists here. Paddles out front, but he's just flicking the wrist.
Yeah. For those of you watching at home, try to watch how far out in front of their body the pros hit the shots, especially like that backhand from Tes. He's hitting the ball 2 feet out in front of his body.
Yeah.
Go out and get it. A lot more control when you hit the ball out there instead of letting it come to your body.
Wow.
Beautiful control on those backhandings. Let's see who's first to speed it up here.
Keeps the ball up a little bit. Yeah, beautiful dinks.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Ben Johns is the one to make the mistake there and get the ball up. Good play by Etta Wright.
Absolutely. A lot of patience on this side.
5-5-1. Next point. We'll switch sides.
The serve goes out. I couldn't see it from this side. It was on the opposite side of us, Jim. I couldn't see it either.
Tes didn't like the call, but no replay on the grandstand court. Ben Johns letting the ball go. Good job.
Well, I'd say people are getting their money's worth on this match. This is just one incredible fight.
Well, just when I see it, I don't think the crowd can grow anymore. I look around and there's another 200 people watching.
Right, everybody is here. They're not. I think even the people on the main stadium on the top row have turned around up top and watching the match over here.
You know, the people on center court looking over the fence to see the match on grandstand. Well, I think that'll do it. You know, the word gets around. Ben Johns and Leigh in a game 3. People want to see that. Well, we got a little switch of sides from Annalee and Ben.
Oh, I see. Oh, what hands. Oh,
So Ben says fine. like they were rolling. Tes and Wright came back and won game 2. Now at 8-6-1, Ben John serving. Wright and Tellez have played a really impressive match to get to this point against the 2 best players in the world.
My mistake on that score, but I love what Etta Wright is doing here. She is hitting in the middle of them, closer to Annalie's left foot, pulling Ben way over, and then she goes out wide. And once she pulled him out, then she went back to Annalie.
That's Ben Johns for you. It's a point where it looked like Tellez and Wright were going to be in control of the point. Instead, Ben Johns steps in with a big forehand. They get to 9-6-2.
Wow. Wow, what a shot. What a shot. I'll do a little teaching tip here again. Those balls are being hit at you. When you're back in the court and that ball hits the ground, you want to go up and out, but more out with the ball. When you take a ball out of the air, you want to go up with the ball off of the paddle.
Tellez serving here at 6-9-1. Now 6-9-2.
Yeah, I don't think Etta's going to outdo Ben in the hand contest. If she's going to drive that ball, she's got to go at Annalie.
Now they need a little bit of a run here. Don't want to give the
Uh-oh.
Just saying, they don't want to give the serve back, and they give the serve right back on a missed serve.
That's an absolute ouch.
Not that there's any good time for it, but that was a particularly bad time for it. 9-6 and a 1. Look out. Now you have the fun of trying to outdink Ben Johns.
Wow. Wow.
A souvenir for the fans. It's a nice catch. Tellez serving at 6-9-1 here in game 3, the third and deciding game in what has been a tremendous pickleball match.
Right here's the big difference here is when people start to tighten up, and this is experience. This is why you are #1 in the world. When it gets tight and it's close at the end, it's like who starts to tighten up. You can kind of slowly feel it being taken away from Tes and Wright.
I think Annalie thought that serve return was going long. It stayed in. Wind intermittently gusting, so did not take it deep that time.
Oh, another mistake.
Yeah.
They said, "Yep, here. This is your nerves start getting the best of you."
I think she wanted to be a little more forcing in the shot, which you have a tendency to do against Ben. You know you have to have such a great shot to have a chance.
Yep. Wow.
Wow. What a reset. Uh-oh. What?
I'm surprised he didn't rip that one.
I think he went in the kitchen and he called it on himself.
Good for him.
Yeah, refs didn't see it. 9-6-2.
Wow.
Trading side outs here. Some real power there from Pablo Tellez. And we're back to 6-9. I think this is perhaps the third time at 6-9-1. Tellez and Wright have had their chances here, and
they're just killing themselves.
Oh, two misserves.
2 out of the last 2.
Yeah. Hard enough to win a point. You really can't win a point when you miss a serve, though.
No. Yeah.
He had it on his paddle. He was a little uncomfortable with the shot, but Tellez usually converts that. And it's back to 9-6-1. Tellez and Wright, if they don't score some points, at one of these times, Ben and Annalie are just going to score 2 quickies, and this is going to be over. Look at that reset.
Again, this is the difference between experience, having a lot more experience on the court, having tough matches. The more tough matches you play, the better you get as well. But I'm so impressed with this other team.
Wind held that one up. Look out. Look out. Look out. And it brings us to match point. 10-6-2. Great return from Tellez.
Oh.
Wow. What a shot. But Tellez kept the pressure on.
I mean, that ball, that first ball Tellez hit so hard at Ben John's feet, going through the middle at his feet, and Annalie comes over and gets a backhand. And Wynn takes it back into the court.
6-10. Should be Tellez serving here.
Now, let's see.